Have you ever felt lost in life? Like, millions of doubts begin to pop non-stop till it's suffocating? It all feels like an endless void is taking control all over your mind, making you unable to leave bed even if you want to? Why even try? Or maybe, why don't give it a try? What's the worst that could happen?
I don't want to set the world on fire.
You know how this starts. Press the climb button, create a save file, and the journey begins. We get to move and jump across the first hazards to our journey, and a crow teaches us how to climb, allowing us to reach a cabin with an elder woman inside of it. We ask for directions and complain about the driveway. The woman gives us a warning, but we're obviously going to ignore it. Celeste, also known as the Dark Souls of the platform games, was one of the most celebrated games in 2018. And if you wonder why I'm making a video about this game at this point, well, check the channel. I had to start with something, you know. The name's Jazz. Let's dive into it. We enter the Forsaken City, and as I learn the controls, I die here, 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 and a little more here. After a checkpoint, we meet Theo, next to a campsite. We talk a little bit, getting to know that he's from Seattle, but at the moment they talk about the Instagram, I run off to keep the journey. Sprinting over here, jumping a little more, losing my mind over stuff I need to. But finally, we reach the memorial, where we decide to take a little break. But I feel really bad for not listening to all Theo's dialogue, so I erased this save file and I made it all again. Yeah, it was worth it. After the nap, we keep going into the mountain till we reach a mirror. We see ourselves reflected. As it breaks, we see our reflection getting out of the mirror, and the cubes that were completely solid light up, allowing us to break through them. I struggle with a strawberry, but I finally reach and reflect. Is that a corpse? Holy! Our other part tries to convince us to forget about the mountain and get back home. And as soon as she's done talking, the chase begins. After successfully escaping our other part, we reach a phone call, where we are talking with our mom, who is being rude about us, and we realize how we're diseased. Our other part agrees with us and transforms the phone into a... Well, I'm gonna need stronger meds after this. Leaving this mess behind, we reach Theo, and we take a selfie with him. Oh yeah, that's the face of someone who also needs stronger meds. We talk a bit about media and discover that it's thanks to Theo's grandpa that he likes taking photos. And after this brief moment, it's time to keep climbing. We reach the Celestial Resort Hotel. We meet Mr. Roshiro, the concierge, and start exploring the hotel in the effort to find a way out. And in one room, hidden, we found the Pico 8, with an 8-bit version of the game. Obviously, I'm not gonna stop the whole game just for an extra. I beat the 8 version. It took me half an hour. We keep exploring the hotel till we find Theo. He wants to leave because he's freaked out by Mr. Roshiro, but the protagonist thinks they can talk sense into him. So Theo wishes them luck and part ways. When we meet again Mr. Roshiro, we see that when he is anxious, he creates the red goo all over the place, and he tells us to follow him. After finally reaching him in the presidential suite, we try to be gentle about not wanting to stay, but suddenly, our other part appears, telling all I've been thinking about Mr. Roshiro. Gosh, I hate that guy. We follow the path created by our other part, and after discussing how rude it was, Mr. Roshiro loses it and transforms into a monster, and we must run. We tried to apologize to Mr. Roshiro, but we can only keep going. We troll to the Golden Ridge, where the old lady finds us again. She laughs about us a little and asks us if we are going to give up now. I swear, if I had the mod of the gun, I'd be killing this woman at this. Here, our enemy is the wine, but after some demonstration of my natural ability, we reach a gondola. Oh, and Theo's with us. We were taking a selfie when our other parts makes the gondola tremble, causing in our protagonist to have a panic attack. But thankfully, Theo teaches us a technique to control our breath, the one he learned from his grandpa. Man, my grandpa only teach me racials. With our near-death selfie, we enter the Mirror Temple. Theo disappears, but we have his phone. It's time to put the wrong password until we block it. When we find out Theo, we see that he's been trapped inside the mirror. Huh, just like Epic Mickey. Well, that's weird. We get a strawberry and reach the mirror. We get sucked into it and now we're a monster, I guess? We release ourselves and get into the mirror dimension. We talk with our other part, who explains us that this place is a reflection of our own mind, being the reason why we could control the monster before. We jump a little more, and even if it gets asphyxiating at times, we think about the feather and gain confidence to keep going. God, this part was hell! We find Theo, isolated into a crystal. He confuses us with someone named Alex, but he encourages us to keep going. And like he was with us when we needed it, now we are with him in this one. After a lot of trouble, we get to the corner of the temple. We finally get Theo out of the crystal. We set a campfire and have some rest. Theo wakes up and we talk for a while. We discover he has a little sister named Alex, who is the golden child. Talk about anxiety, expectatives, not knowing what to do with their lives, feeling trapped in cycles and the need of a change, wanting to improve themselves. That's what they both need to climb the mountain. They take a selfie to remember the moment and take a rest. In their dreams, the protagonists reach out to their other part, saying now that they have it together, they don't need them any longer, and that makes their other part lose it, blaming us for trying to abandon them, even breaking the feather, finalizing with it taking us even deeper into where we start, to the heart of the mountain. We have a moment of reflection, where we start to realize that they are also part of us. We find out the old lady. She says that she thought we'll climb the mountain just because we're that angry with ourselves. She insists on us talking to our other part, so we can figure out why they're so scared. And that is exactly what we are going to do. We find them, and we start negotiating. They try to evade it, but we're done running from our problems. After finally making amends with us, we are finally whole again, allowing us to reach heights we couldn't before. With a last chat with the lady and Theo, we are ready to climb the mountain. We sometimes talk to dismiss some fears with ourselves, but we are not stopping now. Don't give up, Jack. We can do it. We have to. We sit at the top and enjoy the view. That was this adventure for, to finally make amends with ourselves. We get back to the base of the mountain where we enjoy strawberry pie with our friends. 1,349 deaths. It's what it took to get us here. And yes, I mean us. You stayed all the way. Thanks. It means the world to me. You can subscribe and ask me any short game you want me to play in the comments. The name is Jasa. Until the next one.